Hello. Hi. It is I, your Destiny Savant, your connoisseur of weapon traits. I gotta come up with a better opening. Anyways, we're here to talk about linear fusion rifles. Um, this weapon type in short, main thing you want to use this thing for is damage over time sustained, not sustained, that's not a word, sustained, long range, safe damage, right? Best sustained damage in the game when paired with triple tap of 4 times the charm. They could just keep their damage forever. Um, Best would be an overstatement because machine guns probably are better in that they last longer if you're talking about sustain, but this is the best one that's actually a DPS method, you know, generally. The recent nerfs really hurt them as they used to be the top of the meta, and now they are a part of specific strategies um, in certain situations, but I think that that is where they should be. Um, it's okay for bursting down champs because of the way they deal damage. Certain perks and other things like that can help you just burst down the champion. So that's good. Um, yeah. So there are two types of uh, fusion rifles. And the one in the background you see is the linear variation, or I'm sorry, the precision variation. Um, These have the best sustained damage, total ammo reserves, and so on and so forth. That's this guy's thing. It's just a sniper rifle with a charge time. That's it. Um, they're really good. It's not much more complicated than that, to be honest. Aggressive frames. These are slightly more complicated. Basically, they shoot in 3-round bursts, but it's still a sniper rifle, right? Um, the way you need to think about it is that you do about the same amount of damage as a regular precision frame with an aggressive frame if you land one head and two body. Um, so this would be the more burst damage oriented variation. Less safe, you got to be a little bit closer to really accomplish your goals. But if you're looking for the most damage, if you have enough skill to land all crits, then aggressives are what you're looking for. There's only one aggressive in the game that I think is worth your time, though. Um, but I will get into that in a different video. So, best traits, in my opinion, is always polygonal rifling. Polygonal rifling gives you more stability. You want the stability to be able to follow up shots because you want to do sustained damage. Tactical mag or extended mag. Um, these are important because you want more bullets in the magazine. Because again, you want sustained damage, so you want to be able to do as much damage as possible without having to reload. And pair that with your top choices in column 3, triple tap, 4 times a charm, envious assassin, extended mag or tactical mag helps you combine with those for firing for longer periods of time. Um, Other perks in column 3 that are useful, although specific, would be reround rounds and reconstruction. Reround rounds is just triple tap with less precision needed, and reconstruction just does it on its own, really, um, and doubles the magazine. It's just overflow, but with time, which is also good. Now, when we talk about the best perks in column 4, damage. Obviously damage, but you want easy to accomplish long-term damage, right? So, bait and switch is more of a burst damage situation. If they ever put bait and switch on a burst fire uh, linear fusion rifle, I think that would be like the meta for any sort of boss damage where you can use a linear. At least I don't think there's one. If there is one, it's in the new raid, but I digress. Um, Firing line is like the standard. It's just a 20% damage bump if people are near you. This is the standard raid perk. Surrounded is very particular, but it's also really high in damage. Also is solo viable, similar to bait and switch. It does do more damage than bait and switch, but not by too much. So both of those have circumstances where you kind of got to do some stuff to get it to work, but they're the highest damage in the game and helps add to your burst, which obviously linear fusions lack. Frenzy would be my ideal, to be honest. Frenzy is the most general all-purpose, gives you the most amount of damage for the least amount of effort. Also adds a bunch more benefits on top of that with your reload speed, handling, so the gun feels good when you're using it, that sort of thing. Vorpal would be a second because it does all the things that it does the important thing that Frenzy does, which is easy access to damage. The problem is that it's only a 10% increase, so it's a minimal increase, but it is always there on the things that you actually need it on, which is also good. Focus Fury is at the bottom of the list. Really, I think the moment that they add a perk that you can use for any extended period of time, Focus Fury would be kicked off the list as something that's even viable, based solely off the way it works. It sounds better than what it actually is. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. This is a shorter one, mainly because I want to get done with this shit, and because linear fusion rifles are actually quite simple. Just point and shoot. Yeah. Later.